My life.
Spotlight is a chance to show off a cool fanish cause or something related to this week's topic that's probably not commercial, because we're not sellouts, not yet. I don't know why people say that like it's a bad thing. Everybody's gotta earn their keep. But this week's Spotlight is a YouTube channel called Nomad, Colossus. And I came across it from a different article on Kotaku called Meet the Hacker Who Spent 6 Years Inside Shadow of the Colossus. And what struck me about this is as being like a very interesting fanish project is because the lengths that someone would go to for a game that they love so much to unearth things that could have been that weren't. And so I'll read this little excerpt from the article. Shadow of the Colossus first came out in 2005. Since then, millions of people have played the beloved PS2 game, driven by its lonesome charm, moved by its mysterious ending. But one man never stopped playing, and as a result, he's found stuff that the game's creators never intended anyone to see. The player in question is Michael Lambert, and he's been excavating Shadow of the Colossus for the last 4 years on his Nomad Colossus YouTube channel. He's used glitches, external software exploits, and excursions into the bowels of Shadow of the Colossus's game code to extensively map the hidden places, unused ideas, and unheard music tucked away in the game's hidden corners. With the hours he spent inside the game, it's entirely possible that Lambert, along with secret hunters Dark OSSX, Pickle, WWW Area, who mentored him, might know Shadow of the Colossus better than the lead creator, Fumito Ueda, and the other men and women who created it. I just thought it was really interesting because that takes a lot of dedication. Having only read a little bit about game development and things like, oh, the Dolphin emulator, we solved this problem so you can play GameCube games better. Not knowing a lot in that arena, but knowing that it takes a lot of effort to do that. I was just struck by it. It seems like a really cool passion project in a world where there's not a particularly centralized fandom. There's a lot of experiences of like enjoying the game and the feeling of the game, but not having one particular point to convene. And not that that's necessary either.
Yeah, I mean, that's Nomad stuff is like the deepest rabbit hole. So I don't know how far we want to dip down it, but he's a super interesting, really nice guy. I interviewed him for the book, and have corresponded with him on email a lot. And you know, he's sort of the ultimate fan if you want to go super, you know, if you want to go all the way down the rabbit hole. And he has, from that sort of standpoint of like pulling the game apart and writing about it. And if you look on his blog, like he's broken that game down more thoroughly than I've ever seen anything else broken down, period. Not just games, which sounds like hyperbole, but it really is not. It's pretty phenomenal. And he has, like you mentioned, he has a bunch of YouTube videos as well. And there's so many interesting like fan theories and things that he's explored. And he has sort of, he's spent like a lifetime in this game. And, you know, I think I guess I haven't checked in with him recently, and I don't know how much he's done it to the remake. I know he certainly had planned to. But it's a pretty phenomenal thing to like go and just poke around at and read some of the work that he's done in that space.
Call that further reading.
Yeah. Further watching. Probably hours of further watching.
It's also his vibe is very mysterious because there's no VO or anything in the videos. It's just text, and you never hear him speak. You just sort of see these these comments on there.
Awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Really, it fits the vibe of the game in an interesting way.